Hey guys, welcome to the final part of making the USS Enterprise from Star Trek the original series. In this final part, we are going to be making the nacelle part of the Star Trek USS Enterprise from the original series. Now, without further ado, let's begin. So firstly, what we need to do is of course go to our first image, which is this, and analyze the parts that we want to create. Okay, I think I've already analyzed enough. Now go back to our design and let's make it. Okay, I'm going to take the cylinder, drag it over here, rotate it around 90 degrees, zoom at cylinder. Okay, I'm going to make sure that it's because in the reference image, the size of the nacelle is quite small compared to the secondary hull. So I'm just trying to size it just about that. With the secondary hull, let's see the height was 30. Well, this one I'm going to make it around 25 in height and also width. Okay, and the length, well, the length is quite long around here, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's like quadruple the size of the original two secondary hull. It's around like 1.5 times longer than the secondary hull. So I'm just going to move it there to see the comparison. Okay, click that so that we can have more space to view our design. Okay, yeah, I think it's it. Okay, nice. Now we just need to make one nacelle, and then we can just copy the nacelle once we've already made the one nacelle. Okay, nice. So now I'm just going to focus on the nacelle only. Drag this one a bit backwards, rotate now this surface right here, going to click this, put this back, going to take our worker plane, put it right over here, taking a half sphere, place it right over there, put the height and width around the same as the original nacelle or cylinder just now. Okay, nice. Align them so that they are both in the middle and are in the middle. Okay, now I'm just going to take my work plane, put it at the original. Okay, now I'm just going to drag this just a bit because in the design here is no, I think I'm not going to drag that. Yeah, I think it's about it. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, focus back here. Now, yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so for the nacelle, sorry about that. There was some technical difficulties or whatever. Looks like at the nacelle there are these rings right over here that we need to adjust a bit. Yeah. Okay, these rings right here. So I'm just going to go back to the nacelle parts. Drag down here. Take our. I think I'm going to take this. Okay. No, I'm going to delete that, not use that. I think we'll take this. Okay, drag that, rotate it 90 degrees. Now the size, we'll make it 30 over 30 because we just want to make these holes, you know, to make it much more. Remember, since we can't modify each shapes, so we can only add shapes to it or make some shapes disappear from it. Okay, turn this one follow. Take all of that, align them. Okay, now I'm trying to make them as middle as possible. Okay, done. Now I'm trying to take that, move it in front. Okay, right around that. Change the size of the width to be around probably 5. Not too big. 2. Yeah, I think 2 is okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't think it's too fine. I think I just take 1.5. Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, I'm going to move it right over here. Control D, side there, D, okay, it's nice, okay. Later we will combine everything together, and don't forget, always make sure that the sides are maximum, so you can have the maximum amount of detail that we can put. Okay, nice. So I think that's about it. We have to drag this one up, take our box, move the box over here, rotate it 45 degrees. Okay, now it's going to drag our box over there because for this we are going to be focusing on making this the back part of it. As you can see from here, there's this like cutaway over there, and then there's this sphere over there. So let's make a cut and sphere right over there. Okay, I think that's about it. Drag from the bottom. Okay, don't forget to also drag one upwards so we can cut it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so I'm going to just combine these first. I'm going to take that, change the color to a bit of orange-ish. I think this orange would be nice, and then this one would be the same color as the rest, dark gray. Right, and also I also forgot. Now for this part, I'm going to just take this cylinder, drag it there, and drag it there. Okay, that's about it. Because this part right here, as you can see here, is going to be black. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to take that part. Okay. Control D, move it to the side there. Okay. I'm just going to copy all of this. Control D, move it to the side over there, to the other side. That one we will focus on that later. Now take this, delete that. Okay, looks like we got everything. The cell part seems alright. Now we're just going to combine all of them. Okay, let's group them. Make sure multicolor on. Okay, nice. Oh man, totally forgot about that. Looks like we're going to have to ungroup them because I didn't fully make the back parts appear. So I'm just going to take that all the way down. Okay, so we are going to group them back once again. Okay, oops, remember don't misgroup anything, because if accidentally group something else, then it's going to be a big problem with them. Okay, now we're done. Change the color to multicolor. Nice. So for this part right here, this is where we're going to make the other part. Now I'm just going to make this part appear. This is where we focus on the back part of the cell, where it's going to become black. Wait, drag this one, so you don't want the front, you only just want the back part. Combine all of them. And there we go. Now I'm just going to change this color to dark gray. Yeah, that's about it. And then I'm just going to combine them both. Align them right at the middle. Okay, that's about it. And then this, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to drag this so that we can have more details, you know. Like that. Yeah, just seeing it. Yeah. Wow, the cell part's looking real nice, man. Really nice. Now, after this, we're going to focus on this part right here. The pointy part right there. Now, I'm not going to be doing this because, from my knowledge, the original design of the USS Enterprise from the OGCs, they didn't have this. These were added in later generations to make it much more aligned with the US Enterprise, with the NSX-01 Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise, so that they can so that there is a continuation between them. But I'm just going to make it based on the original version, which I saw in the original series. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, drag it over here. Okay. Now probably make this around 2 in length and width, not in length and width, in just width 2. Yep, I think that's about it. Now make it a bit curvier by the radius. Okay, yep, and then increase our steps. Okay, nice. Wait, I think I'm going to do not 2, probably 3. Okay, done. Now I'm just going to rotate this. Not 45. Control Z. I think 25. 25 nice. Now I'm just going to move this right in there. Okay, right up. Okay, where is this one located? Oh, it's very long. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to drag this up. Rotate this a bit only. Wait, just a bit only. Okay. Okay, and just going to increase the height just a bit only, and there it is. Now, only thing we need to do is to increase its length. Okay, that's about it. And back here to see, almost. So just need to decrease its length just a bit. Okay, now Control T. Control T. We're going to do the mirror part. Okay, press that, move it over the side here until we get num almost the same. In here in Malaysia, we call something that is okay, we supposed to call it num. Okay, that's nice, I think. Okay, that's about it. Now think of increasing its length just a bit so that we can have it sort of, curve here a bit. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it. Wow. Okay, this one, we're going to change the color. It's the same as the others. Probably make it a bit darker. Yeah, we're going to change it to make it a bit darker than usual so we can add more, vibeness to the design. Combine all of them. And there we go. We have already created the nacelle part of the USS Enterprise. Oh man, I totally forgot. We forgot to put the cylinder part right in the middle there. Silly me. Okay, I think I can just leave it there. Change this one into a white. Okay. Now I'm just going to drag, combine it with that, align them right in the middle. Oh man, now I don't know where's my cylinder. Hopefully my cylinder. Well, now I don't know where's my sphere. Yes, just my sphere. You can sometimes click object within an object if you scroll inwards and scroll into them. But there are cases where you can't because they are too deep inside. So it just really depends on luck. Okay, get that out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, create height a bit. No. Wait, control 1, okay. And I'm just going to drag this one middle there. Okay. Let me see back here. Yeah, that one's pretty small. Okay, so I'm just going to decrease the size just a bit only. From 20, probably make it 17. Yeah, I think 17 is nice. Okay, yep, I think it's about it. Align all of them. Okay, let's move it. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh, we've already created it. Nice. Remember, always group them. So it makes it much more easier for us to combine them. And there we go. We've already created the nacelle part of the USS Enterprise, or they sometimes call it the warp nacelle, because this is the place where usually warp occurs. So that's how they can be able to travel faster than the speed of light. Now I'm just going to move it there and put it at my, well, it just depends on where you want to put it. You can even customize it wherever you want. Now, based on the front part, of course, the nacelle has to go up right around here. Yes, okay, I think it's about it. Okay, and then remember, always go back to your reference image. Okay, it's very near towards the tube. Okay, going to move it in front. Okay, yeah, just sorry about that. And then the height, wait, go back here because it needs to be higher up. Okay, just want to press my front part. Okay, wait, I'm going back here. Look at the front part. Okay, it's touching a bit, kissing a bit. Okay, so just, okay, there is it, touching and kissing a bit. Okay, yeah, that's about it. Now we're just going to create the connection for the nacelles, which is this. So it's simple, box. And then the length probably, yeah, I think this is already okay for the length, okay. Not for the length, the width, I think. Now I'm just going to drag this one up here. Now for the thickness, I think I'm going with 5. Yeah, I think 5 is just nice. And then I'm just going to increase its depth, much more detailed, and its radius as well, so that we can have much more curve. Okay, now we'll take this 45 degrees so that we can be right in there. Okay. Now let's see where this one is. Oh, it's really at the back. Oh, I've totally forgot about it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is nice already. Just gotta move this one right at the back. Okay. Yeah, just like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So I just disappear that part. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put my frame right here or work plane there, and this I'm just going to decrease the size from there. Don't need to overdo anything. Yep. Okay, I just need to make it just a bit beefier. So I'm just gonna move it just a bit there, and there we go. We've already created the connection to the nacelle to the secondary hull. Change the color, of course. It's the same as the rest of the body, and there we go. Wow. Now we can just combine that with that. Group them, and there we go. Then just have to wait until it's already combined. Nice. Okay. Control D. Select mirror to the other side. Now I'm just going to move it to the other side until it fits just about it. Okay, and I dare to say that we have done. Wow. Well, that's it guys, we have already created the USS Enterprise from Star Trek, the original series. And you look at that, damn, this is like a really nice replica of the Star Trek USS Enterprise. Even though it's a very simple replica, but hey, at least it works, right? Well, that's the end of today's journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and further on in this channel, I'm going to make more and more tutorials, and I hope you guys can be able to stay tuned for upcoming videos for my channel. That's all for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.